Yo, welcome back. It's your boy, SLR Boss, Black Clover and VRChat, and today we'll be continuing part 2 of how to stream on Omegle. Now, in part 1, I show you pretty much everything you needed to know, including how to take Omegle and bring it into VR. That way you can interact with the people without taking off your headset. Now, in part 2, we will try to have people on Omegle heal not only you, but also your friends too. So, yeah, if you're playing with friends or whatever, they'll be able to hear them. So, let's begin. Hey guys, so the first thing you need to do is to download a program called Voicemeeter. So we go ahead and type that in. And at the very top, you'll see VB Audio Voicemeeter. Just go ahead and click on that. And what this program does, it allows you to combine multiple audio inputs into one. So I think that's what it does. I'm not really sure, to be honest. So yeah, go ahead and hit install. You can download or whatever. So go ahead and install that into your computer, and that's pretty much all you need for the audio. So once you're done installing, you should see a program down here called Voicemeeter. I don't know if you have to restart your computer or not, but just once you install it, just go ahead and double click it, and you should, when you open it up, you'll see like an ad pop up. When that happens, just go ahead and close it out. Before we continue with Voicemeeter, we are going to make some small adjustments for on our sound settings. So what you want to do first is go to your arrow up here. I'm on Windows 10, by the way, so just click on this up arrow key, and you'll see this little speaker icon, and just right click on that. Go to open sound settings. Now on the very far right, you should see related settings, and right under that, you'll see something that says sound control panel. So go ahead and click on that. And once you have this up, go ahead and close this out. Okay, this part's a little bit tricky, so make sure I'm gonna go ahead and set mine up. Cause yours gonna be disabled, so I'm gonna disable mine. So we're gonna start from scratch. What you want to do first is there's two tabs you're gonna be focusing on. It's playback and recording. So go to playback and then scroll. You're probably gonna be up here. Just scroll all the way to the bottom, and you should see Voicemeeter input. Right click on that and then click on enable. Once you have that, you can ignore the rest of the stuff like cable input, line, all this. You can ignore it. Just make sure you have your speakers. If you're using a VR headset, you should have your VR headset speakers active. Oh, your microphone as well. So Voicemeeter, make sure say okay. Now once you have this enabled, make sure it says default device at the very end. You see, say default device down here. If you right click it, if it doesn't say that, just right click it and then choose default devices. Now you don't see it on here because it's already set to that, and only one speaker can be set to default devices. So let's say, for example, you on VR right now or whatever, and your headset is set to default devices like this. Your headset may already be already set to default devices. So Voicemeeter input, you may say something like default communication devices. You don't want that. What you want is default devices. So right click it and you'll see set as default devices. Just click on that. Once you're done with that, go to your recording, and then what you want to do is do the same thing, but go to Voicemeeter output and just right click on it and then click on enable. Now you want this one to just say ready. You don't want this to be the default, and you don't want this to be the communication default. So your default should be whatever microphone you're using. So let's say, for example, yours is not set to ready. Now in order to get in order to get ready, what you want to do is make sure it's not set to default device, and make sure it's not set to default communication device. What you want to do, if it is, then just go to your microphone or whatever, and just right click it and just choose those settings. So this has your voice meter set to both of these. It's a default device. What you want to do is just come up here to your microphone or whatever you're using, and just right click it and just set default devices and set as communication devices. And then once you do that, it should just say ready. Now, if you don't do this, what happens? You're gonna have a lot of issues. People might hear themselves through the microphone, or you might not hear anything. It's just a little bit of issues, little small issues like that will happen. So I found out that this is the only way I can prevent some of those issues I ran into. So, so just go ahead and close that out. And then what we're going to do, we're going to try to make some adjustments to this one here. Okay, guys. So for this part, the first thing you want to do is go to A1, click on that, and then choose the speakers you're going to use. So if you're using a headset speaker, like a Vibe Pro or a Quest, or if you're on desktop, you're using something else, just click on that. Make sure it's WDM speakers. I don't know if that makes a difference or anything, but you know, I use WDM for this particular part. For hardware input, just choose your microphone. So whatever microphone you're using, click on that and just choose your microphone. I use MME for that. For this, I don't, like I said, I don't really know if that's a difference or not, but I either use WDM or MME. Um, for hardware input 2, don't worry about this. You don't have to do this one right here. Um, it don't have to say anything, by the way. You just need hardware 1 and this virtual input. Virtual input should be set by should be already set by default. Just make sure the A and the B is on. So what A and B does, so the virtual input should be like the audio from the background. So let's say, like, I guess it'll be like your game audio or whatever audio you have in the background of your desktop. It should pick up on it. So like if you have like a YouTube video playing, it should have that playing in the background. So let's say, for example, I go to YouTube right here, and I click on a random video. So so you can see how that playing. So it picking up the audio. This one picks up only your microphone. This one picks up like the desktop audio from your video games, YouTube, or whatever. A and B is for like the audio output at I'm assuming. So for example, if you're playing a YouTube video or you in VRChat, if you turn off A, what's going to happen is that you're not going to hear any audio from your desktop or the video games you're playing. B is for the other end, like the virtual out. So it's for like I believe it's for like, the people on Omegle. So people on Omegle, I believe, is on B and yours is on A. So if you're playing YouTube videos, if you want people to hear you on Omegle or hear the video on Omegle, you want to make sure you have make sure B is active. Now I might be wrong. That's what I'm assuming from what I've tested. Now for this one, your microphone, you want to make sure B is selected, because if you have A selected, you're gonna hear yourself. You'll hear your own self in the microphone. So just make sure B is selected. So you should have B on this one and A and B on the virtual input, and that should be it for the voice meter. Like when you talk, this should go up, and if you're on VRChat, this should go up. All right, guys. So once you're in VRChat, go open up the menu and go into settings, and choose the microphone that you set up in your voice meter for the A1 side or whatever it's called. Let me see. Yeah, so if you have like for me, I have the Etilian wireless microphone. Make sure you click on that. If you have it on anything else, then people around you gonna hear an echo. So if I have it like on Voicemeeter or something like that, Voicemeeter output, then people will still hear me, but they'll hear themselves too. So you don't want that. So just make sure it's on the right microphone you're using. Okay, guys, once you're done with everything and you can talk to people in VRChat. They don't hear themselves or whatever. The last thing you want to do is click on these three dots and then go to settings and then scroll down and click on site settings. Scroll down and then click on microphone. And what you want to do is make sure it's set to Voicemeeter output, and you just click on that, and that should be it pretty much. You can do this with Firefox here. You put on Firefox, you want to go to Omegle.com, and then I think I'm banned on Firefox. I'm not sure. And then it should ask you, and then you do the same thing. Voicemeeter. If I was doing Omegle right now, I would have my virtual camera up on my OBS, and I would choose like the virtual OBS camera or whatever. But I'm not doing that right now. But yes, you want to make sure it's on Voicemeeter microphone. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For both the that should be it for both the Google Chrome and Firefox. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just hit me up on Discord or anything like that. I can help you out. My like, subscribe, all that good shit. I also do Twitch, TikTok or whatever. It's all in the description down below. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will try to do more videos in the future. I'm still trying to figure out what to do though, like what kind of videos I'm gonna do, what kind of stuff I'm gonna put on the channel. So if you do have any suggestions, just let me know. But yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, I guess that's it.